Hi guys, I'm Kim. We are a skincare and cosmetics company. WBCo is our brand. We started the company in my mum's kitchen, making cosmetics and skincare for the family really at the time. And we're a mother-daughter company. We've ran businesses before, but this one we did from the very beginning with our way, I'd like to say. So we grew rather quickly. I think what we're about is creating brow products. We have two kind of ranges, brow range and a skin prep range. So the brow range, we actually invented and created a product that didn't exist on the market called soap brows. So the concept was taken from the idea of, in my background, I used to be a makeup artist, and they used to use a bar of soap in the old Hollywood movies on actors like Sophia Loren and kind of style eyebrows and facial hair and stuff with a bar of soap. So what we did was we kind of packaged it nicely and put it in a nice little tin and made it cosmetically registered, made it safe for the face as a leave-on product. Soap brows was our first SKU, and that is still our hero SKU now. So we scaled very, very quickly from Donna's Kitchen. And I think we started in early 2018. There's now about 30 of us. And I think the last year specifically, we must have taken a staff member on per month, even during the pandemic, which has been absolutely crazy, but amazing. I feel really grateful that we've been in that space that has continued to sell well, e-commerce beauty. So yeah, it's been an amazing, very quick journey for us. We've launched quite a few new products this year. We are about to launch 5 new products, a full new brow range, and a few more skin prep products as well. We have just launched with Liberty London, and we stock with Beauty Bay. We are just about to launch Look Fantastic in about 2 weeks. We've got Harrods launching. It's all happening. So it's all very exciting, very exciting. We've got an amazing team, and I think that's the thing I'm most proud of over the past year, has been the team and how we've came together and how everybody has continued to really enjoy work, even given the state of the world and everything that's going on in it. So I think that's been the proudest thing for me, looking back on the last year. Regardless of the growth, the staff have really developed and been amazing. So this gives you a little bit of an idea where we are at the moment. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's some manufacturing going on there. We have the marketing team, we have some boxing and labeling. So everything from formulation to shipment happens in this very small building at the moment. So yeah, we formulate, manufacture, pack everything from this space. We have a massive focus on development here for our staff. It's really a huge part of the business and who we are. And our kind of ethos is empower every version of you. And we also talk about getting the best potential out of everybody. I mean, our staff range from 14 to 75. So we have such a huge range of a different mix of people. And again, like you say, we actually put something in place. We worked with a psychologist who worked with businesses. We put something in place that we kind of intertwined with the PDPs, so the personal development plans. Right. We call it the talent book. I'm happy to send you a copy after the call if you like. It basically is a book that we've created that talks about a growth mindset and mainly just pulling potential out of staff, regardless of what that might be, and where their skills are best utilized. Yeah. So we have a skills inventory, and in that we have all the different departments and the different type of skill that you would need to work in those different departments. Yeah. And we would sit down with a staff member during a review or a PDP and discuss what their interest is. Yeah. And if they are maybe working on some of those things outside of work. So, for example, social media here for us on the Instagram. Our admin assistant, we found out from the PDP that she has her own Instagram account and she blogs and does this and does that. So we've given her a PDP goal or a SMART goal to spend so many hours a week with the marketing team to learn and develop. And we do that based on like a 70-20-10 kind of a model of 70% actually doing it, 20% mentorship, and 10% using, for example, LinkedIn learning videos, which is what we use a lot. And it works amazingly. We have had some shifts of staff. And the other thing that we do is we don't have job descriptions, we have job canvases. Right. So those canvases are a work and document at all times. They're not something that is fixed in stone. We don't try and put people into boxes. We do it the other way around. So we literally try and say, right, well, what are your skills and your strengths? So the job canvas might start with a certain amount of responsibilities, but we will cater that and change those responsibilities as we develop that staff member. It works really well for us. On the odd occasion, we might have somebody who realizes their dream job whilst doing this, and there might not be a post available at this point in time for that area. So, but at the same time, we find it a really positive thing that they're figuring out what they want to do for life. So it is just utilizing their strengths. But like you say, I think the training and stuff, it is difficult to find. We use LinkedIn Learning, and it's great, but there's something to be said for kind of specifically likes of coding and things like that.
Them people something else.
Yeah. Our biggest challenge has been capacity, I think, for the last few years. In terms of we've had just a lot of people knocking on the door and haven't been able to fulfill all of those potential customers, B2C and B2B. So we've really had to scale at a decent pace and say no to a lot of people. So that's been challenging because it's dead tempting. But no, we've had to say no a lot of the time. And I think for us, our main challenge at the moment is to do with the competitors, because we're in this $1 billion industry now with regards to beauty. And we've managed to get ourselves in a really good position there, and hopefully well known by some of these bigger brands and launching on some really good platforms and stores. However, we have our competitors are $1 billion companies, multi-million pound companies. So we're this kind of we're doing well, on track for 5 mil this year, so which is great, but they're on track for 200 mil this year. So our competitors, there's us, and we just feel like very small fish in this pond at the minute. We use the Department of International Trade as well, because we ship worldwide from here. So we actually have a little bit to do with the DIT, which is great, and they've been really helpful. And because that's a kind of a government kind of funded, I guess, we get quite a lot of free help from them. So that's good. We also have used ScaleUp. I've been working with Tony mainly, who's kind of my main contact. Oh God, must be about 18 months. I think it might be now even. I've also met John as well. I've done a few things with John and Craig from ScaleUp, and all three of them have just been absolutely amazing for us. They've been invaluable, actually. So in terms of strategy, specifically with the B2B for us, that was all quite new, putting all that strategy in place and shifting from B2C a bit more percentage wise for the business over to the B2B side of things, a bit like you guys, with moving into more wholesale kind of stuff. So we kind of sat down, and in terms of the strategy there, I ended up speaking to, thanks to Tony, somebody from Weller, who deals with their distribution strategy and wholesalers throughout the whole of the country. So it was really, really great to talk to somebody and just get kind of a bit of experience and advice from there. In terms of the branding and the strategy with the branding that we've had there as well, they've been great, just really helpful. And like you say, just sometimes you just need to bounce the ideas off someone. With the kind of growth, and Peter, I guess you probably feel this as well, well, maybe all of you guys, with the growth that we've had, when you start talking, I feel like there's a lot of people come knocking on the door and want a piece of the pie. So everybody's got something to say, and everyone's got a piece of advice, and they want to be on the board, and they want to be this, and they want to be that. So I think, it can get a bit hazy for me. Sometimes when you've got all these different opinions and voices and people telling you should do this and you should do that. So for me, the ScaleUp team have just been a really solid, trustworthy, independent, good bunch of people who really genuinely care about the business growth, and they don't really have that kind of individual incentive for themselves. They just want to help scale and grow, and that's been really, really good for us.